Hello, church. We are looking at Esther chapters 5 and 6 for our daily Bible reading. Here, the kind of chapter 5 starts off with Esther putting her faith in God into work. And so she kind of sits and tries to present herself before the king, and the king allows her to enter his presence, and she requests a banquet with the king and with Haman. So Haman thinks, man, I am some pretty hot stuff, right? That the king has granted my request to kill all the Jews. I'm now even getting a special meal with just the king and the queen. So his ego and his pride is swelling. So much so that he goes home and he's bragging to his wife and to his friends. And look, this is how much the king likes me and how much I've been promoted, right? And so he just looks at all the nice stuff he has in his life and thinks, man, he is the best thing since sliced bread, right? That everything's going perfect in his life. And so, except for Mordecai, right? He says, even as great as all these things are, Mordecai is still not cowering in fear when he sees Haman. And so his friends advise him, well, hey, look, just go ask the king, you're in such good cahoots with him, that just allow you to kill Mordecai. And so even to be presumptive and build some tall gallows, right? Build a hanging stand so you can publicly kill and humiliate Mordecai. And Haman says, hey, look, that sounds great, right? Nothing bad can happen to me. I'm kind of king of the world. I'm going to do this. So he does it. And then he builds the gallows and he goes to meet the king. But it just so happens that the king can't sleep. And so he decides to have some history read to him, right? Nothing better to put you to sleep than some history. And he reads about Mordecai and how Mordecai had saved his life. And so he asks Haman, as Haman comes in to make the request to kill Mordecai, what should you do to someone who someone who's honored the king? Haman, once again being selfish and thinking that it's all about him, devises this nice kind of parade and spectacle, thinking it's, once again, all the honor is going to be on him and all his pride. But it just so happens, according to God's plan and God's timing, that the king was looking to honor Mordecai. And so Haman has to parade and give the accolades he was hoping to get onto this man that he despised. Once again, so the Bible uses the phrase, pride comes before the fall. God's desire for us is to humble ourselves, not to just earthly kings, but ultimately to him as the King of Kings. And one of the largest obstacles that keep people from coming to God is their own pride, their own belief in self-sufficiency. So from these two chapters, we should view ourselves as Esther, who humbly comes before the king, knowing she is not worthy of his presence, just as we are not worthy of going before our God and our King. But if we have pride, once we're we'll ultimately be humbled and humiliated before a holy and righteous God for all of eternity. So be humble, watch the pride in your life, realize all the blessings you have are gifts from God, so you can give him glory and you can serve others. All right, church, have a great day.